Ole, ole amigos, ole amigos de la guitarra. Welcome guys to one more of our lives. Today is going to be talking about the Bulerias. We're going to have a good time together, talking about 3 falsettas. First I'd like to give you guys a little time to join. You know, those of you who are there now, please let me know where you are watching from. David Adace, buenos dias, amigo. David, is it David or David? Number 1 or number 2? So thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna wait for the room to New York City. Wow, Chicago. Wow, we got some American folks here today. Nice to see you guys. We're gonna be talking about, okay, los dos, they're both right. We're going to be talking about Bulerias today. I even have a little compa going underneath here from the solo compa. Put a slow Buleria here. Is that coming through, guys? Can you hear it all right? That's the compa of Buleria. Okay, what is the compa? It's the basic structure that makes everything work together. The compa of Buleria is basically a 3x4 compa, to make it, to boil down to something very simple. It is a 3x4 compa, okay? Is this, can you hear it now, David? I turned it up. Hope that's better. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up when I play. But first, let me just talk a little bit. I'm going to turn this down a little bit just to give you guys a little introduction of what we're going to be doing here. So it's been what, a minute or 2. Okay. The Buleria compa. We need to understand the compa. That is a 3x4 simple measure. Of course, it has its complexities, but let's just start there. Have this. Da da da. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1, or 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's how you should start your count. If you are interested in flamenco for real, then you should speak the universal language of flamenco, which is the count of 12 beats starting on the 12. That would sound like this. 12, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12 3. That's 3, that's the point. 8 9 10 11 12 3 6 7 8 9. First you must learn how to count that. I haven't even gotten started on the falsetta yet. I'm giving a background on the compa, so that's exactly what I'm doing. So basically, after you do that, then you have to understand one thing. I do have a video about this on how to play the Buleria. Every falsetta, everything on Buleria, in all the flamenco 12-beat compa, the ending point is the 10. So like, that was the 10 right there, you just heard. So let me count with you and show you where the 10 is. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. See how it even gets louder? So you need to watch out for that 10. One more time. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See how it works? How it's matching up with the sound? So that's the first step, guys. You need to be able to learn how to count. Let me pause this. Okay, so what is a falsetta? Basically, when the real flamenco, when I say real flamenco, I mean the flamenco in its original setting, which is the setting of tablao, which is where you have the baile, the cante, and the guitar. And the guitar is actually in a hierarchy of importance. It is the last one because it just works to serve the baile and the cante. So we guitar players only get to do something when the baile or the cante are going to rest, and that's where the falsetta comes in. Everything you've been playing before the falsetta is basically playing compa, accompanying a cante. I could do a lesson on accompanying the cante, but basically just playing compa, okay? And then when it's your time to shine as a guitar player in the tablao setting, that's where the falsetta comes in. A falsetta is like a small what you could call a pocket composition. Usually, about 8 measures, somewhere around there, very square. You may have 12 or 16 measures. You may have a very short falsetto, 4 measures. So I'm going to run by you here today 3 falsettas. 2 of them are by Paco and 1 by Tomatito. Actually, 1 maybe from Moraito. I'm going to decide here. Why is it good to know these things? Because they exercise your technique. They put the compa into practice. And it is repertoire that you need to have under your fingers in order to act, in order to be active in a tablao setting, a real flamenco setting. And I'll tell you, it's very fun. I've been doing it here in Brazil once a month in a club downtown where the flamenco community here in South Brazil has been meeting. And we meet once a month and we bring new letras and new bailes and this is just so cool. We have this falsetta, this buleria in the end, what we call fin de fiesta. In the fin de fiesta, everybody, different bailadoras come to dance, come to do the baile, and we have sometimes different singers, and I get to accompany them. Sometimes I even do a little singing myself, and that's where I get to throw some of the falsettas that I know, and it's just so much fun. All right, guys. So having said all of this, let us get started with the first falsetta. What I'm going to consider here, although I do have a cable with me, the flamenco most known, if we're just now getting started with Bulerias, the most known key is for medio. In flamenco, there's basically 3 keys. Por arriba, you have the little flat 9 there. Okay, and then here por medio is the A shape that we understand from the cage system, and then you have the flat 9 on there. Okay, or por bajo, which is low. Then you have the A shape here, which you may also play buleria here. But the most common buleria where I would suggest you learn is playing the compa por medio. Okay, so I'm going to turn up the volume here of my background track. You guys give me a feedback sound-wise if you're hearing, okay? And I'm going to play just a little bit of compa, just so we can situate ourselves, get the hang of the tempo that I'm using here as a backing track. And then I'm going to start showing you the first falsetto. Twelve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's too slow though. That's such a slow buleria, guys, I can't even take it. Let me find another one. Buleria fast or just normal bulerias. Okay, here's another one. There's plenty of these. Nowadays it's so easy to learn flamenco, right? All you gotta do is just hook up together here your solo compa and have a good time. All right, so here we go. Here's the new tempo. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3. That has a weak 3, but still okay. Let's get started. I guess this is I've waited enough, right, for people to join in. Okay, so we're all together here. All right. So the first falsetta, this is from Moraito, if I'm not mistaken. This falsetta uses the Phrygian scale in flamenco. So here is the chord. Basically, this chord is like an A flat 9 because you have the tonic here, the 5th, and the flat 9. And you're going to walk chromatically from the tonic to the 7. Doing an arpeggio, AMI, like so. Okay, starting like that. That's the first part. Again, is AMI, and then you go. So again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So see if you understand that rhythm. You have to hear it clearly in your mind. If it's not clear in your mind, then you won't be able to play it. So here is, I'm just thinking 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or in flamenco counting, starting on 12, which is better. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all. By the way, you should go ahead and learn this technique here, the golpe, right? Boom, it should give you the low end. Boom. And then some people like to play it like this with the sharp 11. Also can do that. Then what's happening here is a B flat chord. That's your second degree in the flamenco harmony, flamenco harmonized scale. Second degree is a B flat Lydian, right? And then you're walking from the 6th down to the 5th chromatically. And you may do it with a minor 7 right here, like a dominant chord. Or some like to do it, maybe not, just the minor 7. So you got, and that answer, you can hang on those two for a day if you want, just going back and forth. Sometimes what I do is I group these two fingers and play AM together, I and thumb like this. It's kind of like a Brazilian Baden Powell style. Just to give it, an alternation in the phrasing. Okay, doesn't flamenco guitars have the distance between string and body smaller than classical guitar? Does your guitar follow that flamenco standard? Great question, and no. You are right. The flamenco guitars usually have probably a smaller distance. They have the distance between the strings and body smaller. Yeah, I think so. This is a classical guitar. I like to use it sometimes in flamenco because it gives a depth that flamenco guitars usually don't offer as much. But then again, it's technically a little more difficult to play picado technique on this guitar, I feel. I used to have flamenco guitar before, and my picado used to flow a little faster, I would probably say. But still, I mean, I'm not trying to really play like a fast picado on every falsetta that I do. So I've been hanging with this instrument. It gives me a nice sound, Okay, so have you guys understood up to this point? Here's a great point I would like to mention for you guys that you should understand about the Buleria, is that once you go a little deeper into this subject, you realize one thing. In this 3x4 way that you feel, you can do 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the next half, you could feel that way, 1 and 2 and 3. And that's really how they do it most times. So you have to be very accustomed to switch between ta 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 and pa 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 pa. On the spot. Basically, you can keep feeling it as ta 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 the whole time. But sometimes when it's time to do a cierre, meaning like a remate, that's what I meant, which is the closing of a phrase, then they have to do it. They use the ta 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 ta, which is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you always have to be able to feel a phrase that way as well. Like for example, here I'm feeling 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? That's how I'm feeling the accent. Now the second half of the phrase, I feel bagadadum, bagadadum, so it's a different feeling. So the first time is bagadabum, bagadabum, So anything you play, you should be able to feel either in two groups of three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or three groups of two, just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's something that you need to be aware of, okay? So are you guys good up until this point? Sure. Bacatao. Where are you from? Sometimes it's harder than it seems. That I need to spend more time just getting this arpeggio. It must be practiced with a great, clarity and strength on each note. Sometimes if you allow yourself to get lazy and don't pay attention to that, you may be playing it with not the necessary clarity, and it may sound bad at the end. So just be very careful that you're getting that. Now the second part of this falsetta is basically this. You got a G7 going to a C. We call this a 5 of 3 because in the flamenco key you have 1, second degree B flat, 3 is that dominant mixolydian. Right? So here you have a 5 of C, and then the melody walks 7, 6, 5, and the bass goes up. And then the same thing here, a 5 of 2. So we got this dun, 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 dun. So let's see if you get that part. Here you're going to arpeggiate A, M, I the same way as before, like so. Okay? And this is the first part of the compa, where you have two groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See how the accent falls right on that note? Right there on the D. And then you can do this if you want. This is a very flamenco way of playing the thumb. The phrase is, so I'm going to play this note, and I'm going to hammer on, and then I'm going to play up, down. 1, 2, 3. One. Then. The rasgueo. There's two ways of doing this. You can do the rasgueo and then come back with the first finger, but I don't like that. I like to go. So I go back and flick with the middle finger. So let me put that in beat. Now string theory. What's up, bud? How are you doing? Hey, Felipe, tuning in on my lunch break. I'm glad to have made it. Cheers. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, my friend. Let me put the music here. Let me put the compa, and I'm going to hit that falsetta over the compa. All right? How do you guys hear this? Is this good for you? Please give me a little feedback on this sound of the backing track. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very straight 3 Buleria. Almost no remate on there, but we can do the remate ourselves. 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Simple falsetta. Sharp 4 if you want. Second part. Okay? The short phrase is like this. It's on an arpeggio of the dominant chord. Can do. So that's that's the rhythm. But remember what I told you, whatever you do in one part, in one half of the compa, you should be able to sing the same phrase, feeling it in 3 groups of 3. So you're gonna have this in 3 groups of 2. Like ta 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 ta. So like this. So that's so 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. Do you guys feel what I'm saying? So so here we got that's G7 and then on the C, just a power chord. I'm actually just barring my finger because of where I came from. Then here on F to B flat. And then there's a final phrase that I like to throw that's like this. So that's worth a whole compa. And you have to lead it all the way up to 10. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm doing the abanico here. That's one technique that we're going to use a lot in the flamenco, in the Bulerias, is doing this 1, 2, 3. Some of you guys out there might already know it. Right? So here's the phrase. So this is how you start. Just use the thumb, lay all the strings down, and do a legato like that. Here you have to hit it again, and then so the phrase is again, but play like this. Sometimes to fill it all the way to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can repeat this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a really cool thing to do. So here's the whole thing, guys. I hope you got the point. Let me see if there's any questions, and let's play it on. All right, no questions. Okay. All right, so let me play the music. Here we go. Very slow, Buleria. The whole thing. Ole, that's the first falsetta, guys. Did you guys get it? Are you with me? Does it make sense? Please send me questions, guys. No questions? Okay. All right, well, let's go for the second one, shall we? Here's the second falsetta, guys. The first one was, as far as I remember, was from Moraito. And now this one is going to be from Paco. This is a simple falsetta. He basically does this. This is going to use the same technique of AMI, but free stroke, like classical stroke, not rest stroke. Although Vicente Amigo uses the AMI resting stroke. Something to practice. To get that real hard ta-ta-ta, you know? With the rest strokes. But okay, let's not get lost here. So here's the first phrase, still in the very simple compás of 3/4, in Bulerias simplified. Just like that first one, this works so well because it makes that Phrygian chord. You got the tonic on the bass, the flat 9 and the 5th here. You don't even need a major third. It's just so Middle Eastern. I love it. Okay. So once again, okay, and now you're going to repeat the same phrase, guys. So let's analyze this real quick. Why does this work? Notice that the bass is on A all the time, so basically the chord is probably the same chord. And this is an A Phrygian dominant chord. You can see that an A Phrygian dominant by nature is what we call, from a jazz or a theoretical perspective, a modal scale, which means that basically every single note is welcome within the chord, even the fourth. So here you have used all of them. This note, this first voicing is 5, 7, major third. Here you have above the 5, a flat 6, also called flat 13. The 7 still on the open G, and a 4th. See how that sounds? It's a beautiful chord. It's still A. It just has the colors, the 4th and the flat 6. And then finally you get to hear unison of the 7. You got 2 Gs and the 5th. So that's why it works. In this is, to me, is not necessarily even harmony, but it is the control of the right hand is what's actually challenging me at the moment. So for that, then you have to do it very slowly. Keep your hand very steady, your right hand very steady, and try to really hammer on each note, like dan dan dum dan dan dum dan dan dum. Guys, see, almost speaking. Let me go back one here. Okay, I just turned the input of the recording down a little bit. So once again. Like that, you can always play with it rhythmically, and that's what they do. The flamenco guys, they got the phrase preset, you know, but then they play around with it. So the first phrase is dang 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 dang. Notice how I'm clapping, always in compás, meaning I'm doing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2. Always splitting that phrase in half of 2 groups of 3 and 3 groups of 2. That's like the second level, I would say. First, you just learn how to groove in 3, you know, and you can feel everything in 3 if you like. But then eventually you want to also start feeling the 2s, you know, 1 2 1 2 1 2, because all of the remates, meaning the ending of the phrases, are going to use that phrasing 1 2 1 2 1 2, because it is where the 6 7 8 9 10 happens. So you have to be very turned on to that. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I do have a video about this subject. It is how to play the Buleria, which is on my YouTube. So you guys can check it. Okay, so now let's play that first part with the accompaniment and see how we sound. Again, my main concern here is not getting lazy with this, but really making sure that I hear them loud and clear and well rhythmically placed, you know? So even notes, da-da-dee, 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 rhythmically. Like I said, be playful rhythmically with it, so you can do this. Da 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 da. I advance the note. Get in a better position here. So with the music now, and then I'm going to go to the next part here with the music. Let me show you how this continues, okay? Here we go. Maybe I should put a faster bulleria in. But just for starters, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forgot to do the ending. Basically an E chord here. E chord with a flat 9. So it's a dominant of the tonic. So it's a 5. And then you got here the melody going between 5, 6, dominant 7. So da da da. With the exact same technique. Notice how this technique is present in both of the falsettas. So you can see that, and these falsettas are rather basic, so you can see that the urgency of being able to do a good arpeggio, AMI, for playing flamenco, the urgency is right there. So. I could do this for hours as an exercise, sort of to calibrate my right hand. Let me see if there's any questions here. Okay, no questions. So let me do the both things, both parts with the accompaniment this time. I hope you guys are being able to follow me and play this together at home. Here we go. Oh no, here we go. So that was the falsetto, okay? So let me show you guys the continuation of this. So here you play, it's like thinking about a G minor, okay? And then you're playing from the 6. As soon as you go, you hit the G together. Do you guys get the point? So you basically, it's like playing a fifth, a chord, a power chord. And B, and then G, F, and A. But instead of simply playing this power chord, you go. Yeah. Then. Yeah. So you first you get it technically, and then try to sing it in compa, and then put everything together. So this is basically kind of one of those things, you know. He does the alsapua from the fifth of D minor, and then it pulls off from the third to the tonic, like that. And then does it in whole steps going down. That's very cool. And then here he goes, so that it is basically playing the A, the flat 9 here. Don't forget I have a 7-string guitar, so ignore my 7th string. B flat and E. And then when I get here, I do like that. First you go, and then play the finger 1 here. Okay. So. Okay. All right. So that is the second falsetta, guys, and then let me play it. Let me play them in a faster compa. That compa is just too freaking slow. I can't even bear it. Bulerias compa. Everybody who's learning out there should use this tool, which is these compa videos on YouTube, right? Velocidade normal. All right. Let's see what they say. Listen, velocidade normal. Let me see how normal I am. Okay, so I'm going to play the 2 falsettas that have been taught so far, and then I'm going to teach a third one, if there's time. Okay? That's a good one. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. LA. Here we go. Can you guys hear this all right? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Here we go. I'm so glad to hear your Flamenco, my friend. Let me shut this down. Let's talk about this other falsetta here. So here's a falsetta that I took from Tomatito. This is just a kind of a short one. And then I'm putting together with an ending by Moraito. So basically here you're on E and he's gonna play this. I love that. It starts on this E dominant sharp 11 chord. And the phrase is goes to the B flat major and then okay. So think of this as this being a dominant chord, the sharp 11, you're approaching that sharp 11, and then sharp 11 octave above, coming down to the third. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's padabidodam, padabidodam. The second note is a downbeat. Padabidodam, gadabidodam, padabidodam. Very flamenco phrasing, very Paco-ish phrasing. So, because, as a matter of fact, Tomatito was a pupil of Paco, right? So here we go. Again with me. Here's the G minor, the major 6, and then, so, I do. Or then I like to do and then okay, that's the end of it. And then I go to the falsetta, to the chunk that I use by Moraito, which is basically playing like this. But then he goes, he embellishes this fifth. Just like Paco did here on the other falsetta. Tomatito Moraito is doing here between C and D flat and E. So he goes. So you got that. To the fifth and then 2, 1, 2, 1. And then always having that upper note with your A finger. I finger. So. It's hard to connect here. hardest about this is going from here to here, you know? That's the hardest jump because this position has no connection to this one. So you really have to turn on your internal GPS there. So this is the last phrase of the live, guys. If you have waited until here, now I'm going to give you the gold. So after you get there, I have just one full measure to play, and this is what you do. So this is a very classic phrase by Moraito. And that's from 10 to 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. And then from here on you activate the sequence. Right? That's it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. So you just have to now watch the compa. Because this seems easy. You have to know that you are here. So the hardest thing is to be able to put this together and know where it lands on the compa. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. There's even a continuation, the second half for it, like this. Okay, this is not a piece. This is 3 falsettas that I am teaching today. So this is the third one. So let me do the whole thing again. That last ending part is very hard to explain. But it's more about feeling and knowing where to put it in the compa. So here's with the track, okay? Can you guys hear the track all right? So how does that start? Okay, here we go. So the last falsetta. So this is it, guys. We've done it. I've explained 3 falsettas for you that I like, and I think it was good. All right, you guys send me some questions, guys. What would you like to see a live about next week? Let me play the falsettas once more as we are finishing this live. And write me your questions, guys. As I see questions, I'm going to answer. I'm just going to hit the falsettas once again, just for my own practice's sake. And I'll keep you guys here. The screen on. Ole, arsa que coma! La bulería te mueve, soy a ti te mueven, a ti te mueve, soy a ti te mueven. Si tú no tienes soniquete, ¿por qué te meten? ¿Por qué te meten? Si tú no tienes soniquete, ¿por qué te metes? ¿Por qué te metes? I just read your question. So yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of the thick skin, real thick skin. Basically, about your question, man, the first thing about working with dancers is you have to find a singer. You have to find somebody who sings the letras, because for the baile to happen, at least tablado, style, you have to have the structure of that the singer offers to the structure, right? You have to have the structure of baile. So, like say you do alegrias, you have like a salida de guitarra, a salida de cante, like a tirititran in the beginning. Tirititran, tirititran. So these are things that you must have a singer in order to make happen. Usually the bailadores and bailadoras, they like to work thinking about the structure that has the cante as a big part of it. Unless you get like a really good dancer who doesn't care about the flamenco structure, and then you guys can put something together freely. But then you need a kind of a dancer who is very open about abandoning the forms of flamenco. So the first thing to do is to ask yourself and the dancer, do you want to dance within the form of flamenco, or do you just want to make musical art, physical movement, artistic, whatever. So that's the first thing, if you want to do flamenco style, then you have to go by the book, which is letra, escobilla, stuff like that, silencio for the alegrias, all these parts. you know, and then the Buleria at the end, you know, of an Alegria, which goes by major at the end. So there's all these things, you know. For sure, I got invited into a group and I was wondering what to focus on. I think there's some videos on YouTube where you can go, you can do like tablao, you know, or basic tablado, basic guitar, flamenco guitar for tablado, or something like that. I was just the other day watching this video because I'm trying to learn the cante as well. By the way, which I did here was awfully done. I wasn't quite warmed up. So it was really badly out of tune. I'm going to try to go back and erase that later on. But you have to find somebody who sings. That's it, guys. So thank you for from the solo compás. Yeah. Try to copy parts. So just type in. What I was saying is I was watching a video of a guitar player, a cante, and a bailaora putting a baile together. You can see this guy accompanying a soleá por buleria. Very nicely done, you know. And we don't need to be overly creative. You just have to know the language. That's really what it's all about. It's not about creating. It's about doing what needs to be done. You know, sometimes in art you have to have a good doses of that, doing what needs to be done. And there's moments to get creative. So okay, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Feel free to make a donation there on the cipher button at the bottom of the chat. And I truly appreciate you all being here. And until next time, guys, I love you all. Bye-bye.